The decade is almost over, so to help us figure out the top TV shows of the past 10 years, we turn to you, our fans on social media, to find out your faves. So here are the top 5 shows of the decade, according to you guys, right now on the Ketchup. Coming in at number 5 on our list is the awesomely creepy American Horror Story, with the series' average Tomatometer score of 77%. One recent audience review from Tom J calls it bloody, scary, and funny. What more could you ask for in a show? Fans love that this horror anthology series from Brad Falchuk and Ryan Murphy has had a revolving door of big names like Lady Gaga, Sarah Paulson, and Angela Bassett, not to mention Jessica Lange and Kathy Bates, who both won Emmys for their work on the show. And the fact that some of the seasons connect and that it's lasted so long, I mean, it gave us something to watch all decade.
You have to kill every single living creature that crosses your path.
Number 4 on this list is AMC's The Walking Dead, which has a season average Tomatometer score of 81%, including the Certified Fresh Season 10, which is currently airing. This show arrived at the peak of the zombie craze back in 2010 and has managed to survive the ensuing zombie craze apocalypse. And they do it with crazy cliffhangers that take over the internet, as well as great characters, including fan favorites like Daryl, played by Norman Reedus, and Melissa McBride's Carol. Hey, Daryl and Carol.
I got an idea. Why don't we eat and not talk?
Landing at the number 3 spot, and it also happened to be the newest show on this list, is Netflix's Stranger Things, with an average Tomatometer score of 93% over its first 3 seasons. Not only did this show put Egos on the map again, but it got a lot of love on Facebook, shown here by users Zachary and Mike, which means they probably dig the 80s because the entire show is basically a love letter to that decade. Fans also cannot get enough of the great chemistry between Winona Ryder and David Harbour's characters on the show, in addition to Hopper's Hawaiian shirts, of course. And we can't talk Stranger Things without mentioning the outstanding cast of child stars, led by the Emmy-nominated Millie Bobby Brown. One audience review from Sierra H calls this an amazing show, must watch, with so much suspense and mystery. And let's be real, some pretty strange things. Coming in at number 2 on this list is HBO's fantasy epic Game of Thrones, which had 7 straight certified fresh seasons before a rotten final one this past year. But luckily for this show, the fans don't have short memories, like Jordan on Facebook, who said, yeah, season 8 was pretty bad, but the first 7 seasons were amazing. Love the positivity, Jordan. GOT won a million Emmys throughout its run and basically changed the game and set the bar for how big budget series should be done. Let's just pretend Starbucks Gate never happened. The show inspired a whole new batch of similar shows for the next decade, like The Witcher, a Lord of the Rings series, and a Game of Thrones prequel show. Dragons, guys, it's all about the dragons. And finally, the number 1 fan favorite show of the decade, according to you, is AMC's Breaking Bad, with all 5 seasons certified fresh and an average Tomatometer score of 96%. This show about a high school chemistry teacher turned meth kingpin absolutely dominated the voting, especially on IG, with comments like Breaking Bad by a long shot and BB all the way. And it probably inspired the 2 chemistry teachers from Arkansas arrested for allegedly making meth. The show spawned a prequel spin-off, the critically acclaimed Better Call Saul, and this year's certified fresh El Camino, a Breaking Bad movie starring Aaron Paul. But despite all that, it's Bryan Cranston's Walter White, aka Heisenberg character, that truly drives the fans' love for this show, which one Twitter user called arguably the best show ever made.
You all know exactly who I am. Say my name.
All right, that's our list, or should I say your list. So what did you think of this list voted on by you? And let's just say, we see you Hannibal fans. Shout out to the show's creator, Brian Fuller, for joining in on the convo. And while these are the best shows according to fans, be sure to stay tuned to the Ketchup in the coming weeks as we bring you guys the highest rated movies and shows of the decade according to critics and the Tomatometer. And if you don't want to miss out on any future episodes of the Ketchup, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. As always, thanks for watching the Ketchup. I'm Naz Perez, and I'll see you guys next time.